Welcome to the session on comparing and ordering numbers using the symbols less than, greater than, and equals. The objectives for this session are learning how to explain the meaning of greater than, less than, and equals, compare two numbers and choose the correct symbol, order three or more numbers from smallest to greatest or greatest to smallest, and justify comparisons using place value. Let's begin with the three comparison symbols. The number greater than means the number on the left is larger, so 9 is greater than 4. The symbol less than means the number on the left is smaller, so 3 is less than 7, for example. The equals sign means both numbers are the same, so for example, 3 plus 5 equals 8. To avoid confusion, remember that the wide opening of the symbol faces the larger number. You may also think of it as the open mouth facing the bigger number. So let's take a look at a few examples. 6 is less than 11, and 14 is greater than 9. Let's now take a look at how to compare numbers using these symbols. We compare the largest place value first. Then, if those digits are equal, we move one place to the right, and then continue until you find a difference. Let's take a look at an example. We're going to compare 46,318 and 46,281. Let's look at the 10,000s first. The digit here for both numbers is the same, 4. So 4, of course, equals 4. Now, since those digits are equal, we move one place to the right. And look at the thousands. Here again, in the thousands column, the digits are the same. They both happen to be 6. So we look at the hundreds column. This time, the digits are different, and 3 is greater than 2. Therefore, we have that 46,318 is greater than 46,281. Now let's compare 5,070 and 5,070. The thousands are the same, 5 equals 5. The hundreds are the same, 0 equals 0. The tens are the same, 7 equals 7. And the units are the same, 0 equals 0. So a nice simple example. And therefore, since all the digits match, we have that 5,070 equals 5,070. Comparing helps us order numbers. When ordering, you are arranging numbers in a sequence. Ascending order means smallest to greatest. Descending order means greatest to smallest. So here's an example of an ascending sequence of numbers. We have 2,105 is less than 2,150 is less than 2,501. And a descending sequence of numbers is 2,501 is greater than 2,150 is greater than 2,105. In the next example, we're required to order the three numbers shown on your screen from smallest to greatest. To order these numbers, compare them using place value. So, for the thousands digits, we have all threes. Therefore, we need to move on to the next digit. So when we compare the hundreds digits, we have that 2 is smaller than 4, and therefore the number 3240 is the smallest number. Next, we're going to compare the other two numbers, 3420 and 3402. When we compare the tens, we have 2 and 0 in the tens position. Clearly 0 is less than 2, so the smaller of these two numbers is 3402. And therefore, of course, 3402 is smaller than 3420. And putting all these two facts together, we have that 3240 is the smallest and is less than 3402, which is less than 3420. Now let's take a look at some common errors which we must avoid. Be careful not to compare numbers by looking only for the largest digit. Always start with the highest place value. Also, do check the direction of the symbol. And finally, remember that the zeros still affect place value and can change which number is larger. Now pause the slideshow and have a go at these exercises. You're required to insert the correct symbol greater than, less than, or equal to. The solutions will be released one at a time so you can check your answers as you go along. Do pause the slideshow whenever you need to. Now pause the slideshow and have a go at these exercises. Again, you're required to insert the correct symbol greater than, less than, or equal to. The solutions will be released one at a time so you can check your answers as you go along. Do pause the slideshow whenever you need to. Notice in part 4 that 10,000 has more digits, which immediately tells us it is larger. Now pause the slideshow and have a go at these exercises. These exercises focus on ordering. Again, the solutions will be released one at a time so you can check your answers as you go along. Do pause the slideshow whenever you need to. And now for these exercises. These exercises require you to choose the correct symbol and provide a brief place value justification. Again, the solutions will be released one at a time so you can check your answers as you go along. Do pause the slideshow whenever you need to. This brings us to the end of this session. Do attempt the additional exercises from your teacher or your textbook related to this topic. Thank you very much for listening.